Always alerting, always tracking. This is Next Weather.
Casey, we've really been enjoying the weather. I mean, I'm so grateful. And with so many people in town, I feel like we're just kind of showing off at this point.
Yeah. I mean, for all the people in town really looking out with the weather, we've been seasonable, near average highs, and mainly dry. I know yesterday we had a couple showers out across some of our coastal zones, but today should be a completely dry day. Now, what we have been dealing with, and maybe those out-of-towners not a huge fan of this, are some cooler nights. We've been a little bit chilly waking up, but if you're not a fan of these cooler mornings, well, we've got a warming trend ahead. In fact, as we head into the start of the work week, less of us will be needing the jackets, especially on Tuesday and Wednesday waking up, where we will be in the lower 70s. But notice we have another drop in temperatures ahead. Yes, by Thursday morning, you'll need to hold those layers back on, as we'll be back into the 50s waking up across our coastal zones, some low to mid 50s for those inland zones. Another cool down ahead, along with another drop in humidity. But in the meantime, we are going to feel a little bit stickier as we head into the next few days. So start of the work week is going to get progressively more humid. Wednesday is going to be the peak of our humidity, along with the heat, where we're also going to be looking at high temperatures that are going to be running around 4 degrees above averages. We'll be back into the low to middle 80s. As for today, temperatures right now in the lower 60s. We are waking up to another below average start, cooler than average start when it comes to our temperatures. 61 in Fort Lauderdale, 62 in Miami. We still have some 50s hanging on, Pembroke Pines and Opelika, so we are still off to this kind of chillier start. Dry as we take a look at our next weather radar network, and today again will be a dry day. Few passing clouds, that's what we currently have out the door. As we take a look at our Rusty Pelican sky cam looking towards the skyline, a couple cumulus clouds, but a beautiful day in store for your Sunday, as we will continue to see these winds to the northeast and eventually east by this afternoon. That is going to pull in a few clouds as we take you through the remainder of today. No rain anticipated for your Sunday. Nice and dry if you're heading out to the Dolphins game. Tailgating should be great. Game time should be great. We'll continue to keep with the pleasant and also comfortable conditions. And of course, another big event is Art Basel. For today, we'll continue with those temperatures again in the upper 70s, but no rain expected across Miami Beach, where a lot of, I know, those Art Basel festivities are going to be taking place. Now, one of the things we will be watching out for across our beach areas is a high rip current risk, because these winds will continue to pick up out of the east today. No alerts, though, for Atlantic waters. We have seen some improvements for boating conditions today as compared to what we had yesterday, where those winds were a little bit gustier across our waters. Winds out of the east today at 10 to 15 knots, seas at 2 to 4 feet, occasionally up to 5 feet for our Atlantic waters, with bays looking at moderate chop. Down to the Keys, no alerts there either. Moderate chop near shore, seas at 2 to 4 feet with those winds. It'll be of the northeast to east at around 15 knots. Highs today, a couple degrees below average and a smidge cooler than where we were yesterday. We'll be at about 77 for Miami, 77 for Pompano Beach, upper 70s, Kendall down through Homestead, with middle 70s down to the Keys. Tomorrow's the day we kick off that warming trend. Back to 80 degrees we go, and we will continue to warm up from there. 81 by Tuesday, 83 by Wednesday. Now, Wednesday's the day that we see some changes. Cold front moves through. It is going to be bringing us some needed rain. Can't quite rule out a thunderstorm, but behind that, Thursday, we're drying things out and cooling things down quite a bit by a solid 10 to 11 degrees. We only hit 72 for a high on Thursday, with that chillier morning back in the 50s.
All right, Casey, I mean, we're just really hungry in here talking about all the food, but it really is a nice day to get outside because it's so gorgeous out.
It is. The difference today is we're not going to have the kind of shower activity that we had around this time yesterday for some of our beach areas, and I know we had a little bit of that in the early afternoon. So lunch plans, brunch plans, A-OK today. We'll be nice and dry. We're all about high pressure that's currently to the north of us. This continues to build out across portions of the Panhandle, and on the back side of this, we will continue to watch for these winds that'll be out of the east, just driving in a few clouds at times, but a stunning Sunday in store. Now, so we do have some changes ahead. We're tracking already our next cold front that's currently pushing through portions of the northern plains, bringing portions of the Dakotas, some rain, some sleet, some snow, along with some showers that are now extending down through portions of Montana and also Wyoming. That is the front that is going to be bringing us our next best chance for rain heading into Wednesday. Wednesday is the day that you'll want to have that umbrella at the ready. Throw it in your car if you can, as we will be tracking a line of showers moving through, where you wouldn't quite rule out even an isolated storm as this front moves through. Drying again for Thursday, with just some low-end rain chances as we into Friday and Saturday for next weekend. Today, though, as we round out this weekend, it is going to be beautiful. A few passing clouds as winds out of the east. We'll be driving in a couple puffy fair weather clouds at times today. Lots of blue sky. Temperatures now warming into low to middle 60s after we did have some 50s earlier this morning. We are starting to warm up now that the sun is out, and we should be very seasonable by this afternoon. afternoon. So a few clouds will take us into this afternoon. We'll stop the clock here about 1 o'clock. Kickoff time for the Dolphins game, A-OK. We will continue with the dry conditions heading into this evening. Sunday night plans should be fine. Of course, tomorrow morning we are kicking off a whole new work week. Morning commute should be nice and dry. Kids heading back to school should be nice and dry. But notice those winds begin to shift a little bit more out of the south. That's going to be the trend as we into the next few days, and that's what is going to lead to a warming trend that'll start as we head into tomorrow. Kickoff time, 1 p.m. Dolphins versus the Jets today. It should be nice out at Hard Rock Stadium. Remember, you can watch that game right here in CBS News Miami. Upper 70s, and for tailgaters, if you're heading out a little bit earlier on, should be very comfortable. Partly sunny sky. Highs across the area. 78 degrees for Pembroke Pines today. Look for a high near 77 for Miami. Middle 70s down to the Keys. It's tomorrow where that warming trend starts. Back to 80 degrees we go. Miami 81 for Pembroke Pines. Some upper 70s up through Broward County for Fort Lauderdale. Upper 70s down to the Keys, and we continue to climb from there. 81 on Tuesday, 83 on Wednesday, and then a temperature drop ahead behind that cold front that'll be moving through for Wednesday and bringing us that chance for some showers. We'll be looking at about a 10-degree drop in temperatures from Wednesday to Thursday. Some chilly nights returning with lows back in the 50s by Thursday morning.